In today's story, we are going to meet Louis the mouse, who is preparing his nest for winter. But he hears some scary sounds and doesn't know who it is. Come and read with us, and we will find out. Who Goes There by Karma Wilson. Let's read. Louis Mouse lived all alone in a very small hole at the bottom of a very tall tree. When the first chilly howl of winter bellowed through the trees, Louis stuffed his nest full of leaves and twigs and grass. "My nest is warm," squeaked Louis. "My nest is cozy, but something is missing. What could it be?" Of one thing Louis was sure. A long, long winter was coming, and coming soon. Well, I will stay snug inside, nibble seeds, and sing along with the wind. But suddenly, over the wind's song, Louis heard something he'd never heard before. Scritch, scratch, tap, tap, tap. Louis shivered. His whiskers twitched. What could it be? Louis puffed up his chest and roared, "Who goes there? Who could it be? Who scratches and taps at my tree?" Is it an owl? A great horned owl? A great horned owl who is out on the prowl? He tiptoed to his door and peeked outside. He peered into the dark and saw nothing. Slam! He quickly shut his door and skittered to his bed. I must try to get some sleep, Louis decided, but just as he drifted into a dream, scritch, scratch, tap, 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 his eyes popped open wide. He clutched his tail tightly. What was that noise? Who goes there? Who could it be? Who scritches and scratches and taps at my tree? Is it a cat? A sneaky old cat? A sneaky old cat who's scratching like that? Once again, he tiptoed to his door and peered into the vast dark night and saw nothing. All he heard was the wind. Since he knew he couldn't possibly sleep, Louis made a cup of raspberry tea with honey. He tried not to think about the strange noises. "My nest is warm," said Louis, "and my nest is cozy, but something is missing. What could it be?" His thought was rudely interrupted. Scritch, scratch, tap, tap, tap. "Oh no," moaned Louis. He gathered all his courage he had left and hollered in his biggest voice yet, "Who goes there? Who could it be? Who scritches and scratches and taps at my tree?" Then he whispered, "Is it a bear? A big, hairy bear? A big, hairy bear who is tapping out there?" Louis lit a lantern and tiptoed to his door. Slowly, 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 step by step, he crept into the cold, windy night. Slowly, 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 around the tree he went, until... "Who is it?" cried Louis. "Who goes there?" He saw two shiny eyes peering out of a hole, another hole in his tree. It's just me." And out peeked a mouse, a small gray mouse. My name is Joy." Louis blinked. He rubbed his eyes. "Oh," he said, what are you doing in my tree?" "Your tree? Don't be silly," Joy said. "It's my tree, and I'm building a nest for winter. But I keep hearing this creature bellowing in the night. Oh, it's so very enormous and frightful. Have you heard it?" "Yes," Louis said. He giggled. That enormous creature is me. I'm Louis. I heard scritching and scratching and tapping and was afraid of it. Might be an owl or a cat or even a bear. I yelled in my biggest voice to scare it away. Joy laughed. Oh my, now that I get a look at you, I don't find you scary at all. They both chuckled. You don't seem scary at all either, said Louis. I have an idea, Joy. If you'd like, you could take a break and come to my house for a visit. I have raspberry tea with honey. Joy said, that sounds lovely. I can bring some cross-top buns. So Louis led the way to his house. As they sat sipping tea and nibbling buns, Joy looked around her new friend's nest. This home is warm, she said. This home is cozy. Louis smiled. Yes, something was missing, but now this home is perfect.